dollar promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
50 Mike, 50
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, he'll buy some time right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got Burton here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a carry from Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They'll run on first down. Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
7 yards there and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run here with Mack. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up. Snap it and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run it with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now they try the right side here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on second down, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good for a Texans first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Colts 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
The Texans send the punter out, standing right around the midfield stripe. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jalen Reagor, 78 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Able to find Switzer. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air yet again. Watson. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. He'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Open man is Switzer, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson taken in by Switzer on the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime here in due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Their line set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 11 yards there, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
That's a third. Yard line.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Shine him up. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine.
From the gun, Watson buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Watson on third down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And we pause a moment here because wide receiver Kenny Galladay still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a first down throw. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He will push his way down to about the 14.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here. losing yardage to the 14.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Running for it, Montgomery. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that?
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Evans. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Back now in Houston. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 33.
1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Mack. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
The pass.
Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the play. And the Colts 1st down.
Here's Evans, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
Offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jalen Rager
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Texans 18.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The keeper. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Watson. That's caught once again by Gallup. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Watson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Watson now to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Michael Gallup with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, you got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
On the screen, this is Evans.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Evans. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by a field goal. Less than 90 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston set to take over.
They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. He was covered by Stephon.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Pass forced to the ground and incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Indianapolis, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. That's why I hate to freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash? Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't screen, still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Really? Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.
Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he completes it to Westbrook. And that'll be good for 8 yards. To the 45.
A gain of,
and it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes. It's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? It was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Open man is Trey Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
They'll run here with Mack. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to throw now on first down. Trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Jaguar, first down.
Now Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A tackle by Cole Holcomb.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one complete. He finds Shark. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's yours.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Kelce. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play.
First down.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they can't bring him down. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 40 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Looking to run with Matt, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The open man is Westbrook. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down and 7 yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Burton. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. This ball complete to Rager. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Pass there, complete to Westbrook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
On the move to his left. Now and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24 yards.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Oh, twisting away. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Number 25, Marlon.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Josiah DeGuara. Incomplete. Results.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw. And quickly finding Rager. And not able to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Colts take over.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give us a touchdown.
Jalen Rager, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels. and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
And this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher for guys trying to get to the football.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So now the Jags down 20-14. At time, a huge factor. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try to run it with Mack, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick-6 last week. Not a pick-6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. That worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Flushed out right. He's got Burton here. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground. And that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Connected with Burton here over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A shotgun throw for Stick. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jalen Reagor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Colts, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders.
Head to toe designer, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, I'm it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down with my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Around that mobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me slow this down a little bit. bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking to me. Get out my way, little bit.
We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah.